The rush is on to get masks in Harris County. Houstonians scrambling to find face coverings before wearing one in public becomes mandatory. The pandemic may have crashed the party plans for these high school seniors, but they still found ways to throw a prom they'll never forget. New symptoms of the coronavirus announced by the CDC today, including chills, shaking, muscle pain, headache, and sore throat. Good evening, I'm Len Cannon. Experts now say waiting for some of those symptoms may put you at greater risk. David Gonzalez explains.
And we now realize that this is a virus which is causing many more systemic effects.
Dr. Peter Hotez with Baylor College of Medicine says even though they're broad, these 6 new COVID-19 symptoms should alert everyone that they shouldn't focus just on the respiratory issues of the virus.
I think the reason for it is the CDC wants people to have a lower threshold for alerting their physician or healthcare professional about that they're feeling sick.
Dr. Hotez is surprised by the wide range of symptoms and the type of illness coronavirus is causing. He says they're also seeing cases of severe heart disease and blood clotting in some patients. With flu season ending soon, Dr. Hotez says people need to think about the possibility their symptoms could be linked to COVID-19.
Don't wait for shortness of breath, because it now turns out from the stories we're hearing coming out of New York, by the time you get to the point where you're short of breath, you already have very advanced lung disease.
Dr. Hotez doesn't want people rushing hospitals thinking they have the virus, but alarms should be going off. In Houston, I'm David Gonzalez, KHOU 11 News.
Here are today's numbers on coronavirus cases in Houston. 3 more deaths reported within the city, 2 more in Harris County. There are now more than 5,700 cases in the greater Houston area. Nearly 2,500 people have recovered. You can always keep track of the cases in the Houston area with our map. Just go to khou.com. The city of Houston is holding several mask giveaways to make sure everyone is prepared for a countywide order to cover your face that starts on Monday. Today's giveaways took place at the Sunnyside Multi-Service Center, the Crump Stadium in Alief, and a third site near Galena Park. The mask order is set to last for 30 days. The county judge says anyone caught without it could face a fine of up to $1,000. But today, Mayor Turner said the city of Houston will not be giving citations.
Police are not going to be citing people. We are going to be distributing masks to people getting on the bus, light rail, you name it.
Turner says they will continue handing out masks as long as the donations keep coming in. So far, the city has distributed 50,000 to 60,000 masks. They have about 200,000 left and hope to hand them out all within the next few days. For more information, you can head to our website. Air 11 flying over NRG Arena today, and you can see the need just from this shot. The Houston Food Bank and Houston ISD hosting a mass food distribution this afternoon. Volunteers handed out some 5,000 packages of food to families in need. This makes the second weekend in a row they have done this. HISD also gives out food to those in need during the week. The Muslim community in Sugar Land is collecting donations of food and hygiene products. A steady stream of people dropped off donations at this community center today. Organizers are hoping to collect 25,000 pounds of supplies.
As members of the Shia Smiley community, this is particularly important for us. It just allows us an opportunity to do our part and help the community in these difficult times and work with partners like the Fort Bend Interfaith community and others.
The East Fort Bend Human Needs Ministry, Fort Bend ISD, and Helping Hands are just a few of the organizations that will benefit from this drive. Let's jump outside and show you what it looks like tonight from outside our Westheimer studios. Scattered rain outside. I heard some lightning and thunder still going on. Blake Matthews tracking it all. And it's cooler this evening, Blake.
It certainly is. It's going to be downright chilly as we wake up tomorrow morning. Some areas in the lower 50s. Yeah, that's a nice treat, especially as we get of April. There's a look at the radar right now. Very active, really, truly. This doesn't happen very often. Came out of nowhere. None of the models had this whatsoever. So tomorrow, we're going to try it again. I hope you'll give me another chance to get it right. We're talking about beautiful weather as we get into Sunday. once all this finally begins to push on out, and it looks like finally I'm seeing now some indications that the rain is finally beginning to taper off across the area. Temperatures are also on the downward swing. 61 right now up in Conroe, 68 at Bush, 64 degrees there in Sugar Land. So for tomorrow, we'll try it again. Lots of sunshine heading into the afternoon. High temperatures in the mid 80s. There's more rain chances on the way, though. We'll have the rundown on that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. We'll see you a little bit later, Blake. A lot of people hit the beaches on Bolivar Peninsula today. The Galveston County Sheriff's Office sent extra patrols to manage the crowds. The beaches on Galveston Island reopened Monday, but only for limited hours every morning so people can get in some exercise. As temperatures across the nation rise, so does the desire to get outside during this pandemic. Danya Bacchus reports.
Thank you very much.
President Trump didn't take questions during a Friday night briefing at the White House, cutting it short after about 20 minutes. Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany says it's not necessarily a sign of things to come.
I leave that to the president. That's entirely his decision, but I believe the president's at his best when he's speaking directly to the American people.
She also said the president's comments were taken out of context when he said this about disinfectants Thursday.
Is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning?
Less than 24 hours later, he said he was just joking.
I was asking a very sarcastic question.
But the maker of Lysol didn't take it lightly, stating, under no circumstance should our disinfectant products be administered into the human body. The Centers for Disease Control cautioned disinfectants could cause health problems when not used properly. Dr. Anthony Fauci stayed away from the controversy as the president tweeted the U.S. has now tested more than 5 million people.
We're doing about 1.52 million per week. We probably should get up to twice that as we get into the next several weeks, and I think we will.
With millions filing unemployment claims, White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett projected the jobless rate could hit 16%.
We're going to have a very bad unemployment report, the first week of next month, but then another bad one the month after that.
Nicole Killian, CBS News, the White House.
A springtime high school tradition has been disrupted by the coronavirus, prom. Tonight, Janelle Bluto looks at how parents are doing prom in the midst of a pandemic.
Her hair is done, the dress is on, her date is dad.
It meant the world to me to just have them plan all of this for me.
Maddie's senior prom looks nothing like she'd imagined, but still, she said yes.
I don't really know a whole lot as to what will be happening tonight, but I'm very excited and looking forward to it.
From the crystal stemware to a catered dinner, it's prom during a pandemic.
It was one of the most, it was just so crushing to not be able to have that experience.
The time-honored tradition looks very different these days.
It is still, a fun experience that I'll be able to have, even though it's not exactly the same.
But parents are proving even coronavirus can't crash this party. Taylor Smith became the prom queen in her house when mom surprised her with a crown and corsage made from her wedding bouquet. And for Dustin Scales,
we wanted to make a prom, and that's what we did.
Tonight's prom is at home, but includes dinner and a dance DJ'd by her cousin through Instagram. Dustin's favorite part about this prom, it's all about her menu, her music, her memories.
It's really important just to have that experience, with friends or family. It doesn't matter.
An experience that's now become a family affair. Everyone's invited.
We have dad, he'll be there, and little brother, he'll be there, and so we'll all be dressed and having a good time.
It may not be the prom they planned for, but it's one they may cherish even more.
How my family wanted me to have this experience. How they helped me.
In Houston, Janelle Bluta, KHOU 11 News.